Hi, this is Dr. Reverend William J. Plank. Hello, United States. United States, I want to ask you a question. I've given you a full report as a legal certified New York State security chaplain. I made an arrest on some heretic kin who committed a felony against the U.S. Army. How come my arrests have been ignored? Who in the House of Mason dares to put the Hebrew prophet office to the test? Let me ask you a question, United States. Do you really think that Jesus is in favor of your occultic agreement of united heretics? He's not. Do you think just because lightning bolts aren't dropping down on you, and because people aren't falling over dead, that you're justified to harass and disobey an elder of the Bible? Seriously. My psychology, that's right, mental psychology, at a degree that's beyond your Hindus' poisonous drugs and your cockamamie theories on humanity. My psychology is designed to follow a higher power of education of a tremendous library of the most educated mind in the history of our world, Jesus Christ. Now, I was ordered by the U.S. Army to capture a felon who stole military money. I did my duty. You guys feel that I should be, well, these are your own flesh and blood. So what? Everybody on this whole earth is my flesh and blood, both good and evil. Do you really think that just because somebody bears a title dad or grandmother or grandfather or brother or sister, that that's some kind of special, super special position of power that should violate all rules and regulations of correction? Proverbs 23:13? I don't think so. Not in Jesus. Isaiah 64:6 says, all your righteous deeds are filthy rags. God is respecter of no one. And so, you have some sheriffs that have threatened my life, a few Masons that have threatened my life. That is not godly, that is not God, and that's not good leadership. Do you really think that the U.S. military is that tough? It's not. It's really not at all. What makes you tough is the united connections that you have. But I serve the Pope, and the Pope rules the world under Christ. And all the legions upon legions of militaries will defend this prophet office before any mortal 2-year or 4-year college nitwit that's violating the system to get their own agenda. I already rule over this country. I don't care how you look at it. Just because I'm not demanding things doesn't mean the fact that I still don't. I know I do because I'm Hebrew. Us priests are the high elders. An elder president position isn't very high, ladies and gentlemen. It's not very high at all. It's like the kindergarten teacher of the kindergarten. That's a fact. They removed a female judge and brought in a male judge who I tremendously believe is probably a Mason, because these guys are criminals and they're trying to use organized crime to fit the agenda. The agenda is, we're not going to listen to a prophet. We're not going to listen to a Roman Catholic Jesuit deacon. We're not going to listen to you, because listening to you makes us feel weak. Listening to you takes our power and lessens it, and takes our money and lessens it. You're darn right it does. You're darn right it does. You Mason are not rulers of this sacred Hebrew property. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you are a Mason organization and you are not in subject to the Pope and the high elders, you're banished off this property. You have no eternal legal right to operate your organized occult. The First Amendment says freedom to worship God. The only way we worship God is the one way, according to the Word of God. And guess what? Hebrews chapter 7 verse 17 shows that Masons have no titled authority of power. Jesus ordained us Hebrew Melchizedek order forever. And if you are not subject to that order, then you are not right with God. And you have no business trying to rule or delegate power. And this is why the United States Corporation is an occult, and why it is trillions and trillions of dollars in debt to many other rich and powerful people. That's not God. That's satanic. That is failure. That is destruction. That is the devil. Period. I'm here to help get you out of debt. But in order for you to do that, you have to be willing to cooperate and empower the inventions I'm showing you. And quit being jealous and envious and grow up. Period.